Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a proud Bulldog owner, you know that every little movement they make is absolutely fascinating. From their adorable snorts to their unmistakable tail wagging, these little guys always seem to have something to say. But what if I told you that your Bulldog's tail wagging doesn't always mean what you think it does? That's right, today we're diving deep into a common misconception that even the most experienced dog owners might not know about. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll have a whole new understanding of what your Bulldog is trying to tell you with those tail wags. And trust me, it's not just about happiness. Let's start with one of the biggest myths out there: tail wagging equals happiness. It's a natural assumption, right? Your Bulldog sees you, their tail starts wagging, and you think they're over the moon. But the truth is, tail wagging can mean a lot of different things depending on the context, the speed, and even the direction of the wag. That's right, not all wags are created equal. So, what does it actually mean when your Bulldog is wagging its tail? Well, before we get into the specifics, it's important to understand that tail wagging is a form of communication for dogs. Just like how humans use facial expressions, dogs use their tails to express a range of emotions. And, believe it or not, sometimes that wagging tail could be signaling something entirely different from happiness. Let's get a little scientific here for a moment. Research has shown that the direction in which a dog wags its tail is directly connected to their emotional state. A study conducted by Italian researchers found that dogs tend to wag their tails to the right when they're happy or feeling positive, and to the left when they're experiencing negative emotions like anxiety or stress. So, when you see your Bulldog's tail moving to the right, that's a good sign. But if it's leaning more to the left, it might be time to take a closer look at what's going on. Is there something in their environment making them uncomfortable? Are they feeling threatened or nervous? This subtle difference in tail wagging direction is a huge indicator of what's really going on in your Bulldog's mind. Now, let's break down the different types of tail wagging you might see in your Bulldog. First up, we have the slow wag with the tail held low. This is often a sign of uncertainty. Your Bulldog might be feeling unsure about a new situation or person, and they're taking their time to assess what's going on. It's not exactly a negative emotion, but it's definitely not pure happiness either. On the other hand, if your Bulldog's tail is wagging at lightning speed, it can be a sign of high energy or even agitation. This type of wagging often happens when your dog is overly excited or overstimulated. It could be when they're about to go for a walk, or when they see another dog they really want to play with, or maybe even something they want to chase. This is where context is key. You need to look at the entire situation to understand what your Bulldog is really feeling. And then there's the calm, rhythmic wag that stays at mid-level. This is usually the one most of us recognize as happiness. Your Bulldog is relaxed, comfortable, and content. But even here, it's important to pay attention to the environment. Are they around people they know and trust? Is everything in their world as it should be? If so, then yes, this is a true sign of happiness. Before we wrap up, I've got something special for all you Bulldog lovers out there. If you want to keep your Bulldog happy, healthy, and entertained, check out the exclusive products I've linked in the comments below. From high-quality chew toys to top-rated grooming essentials, these are must-haves for every Bulldog owner. Trust me, your pup will thank you. So don't miss out. Click the link in the comments to explore the best products tailored specifically for your Bulldog's needs. See you there! Now, let's talk about the more serious side of tail wagging. If you notice your Bulldog's tail is wagging very slowly or is tucked between their legs, this is a classic sign of fear or submission. Your dog might be scared, stressed, or feeling very insecure. This is a signal that something is wrong, and it's time to intervene. Maybe there's a loud noise that's bothering them, or perhaps they're in a new environment that feels overwhelming. Whatever the case, this type of tail wagging is your Bulldog's way of telling you they need help. Another sign to watch out for is when the tail is stiff and wagging very slowly. This can be a sign of aggression or dominance, especially if it's paired with other body language cues like raised hackles or a tense posture. If you see this, be cautious, especially around other dogs or unfamiliar people. It's your Bulldog's way of saying they're not in the mood, and pushing them further could lead to a negative reaction. So, now that you know what your Bulldog's tail wagging might actually mean, how should you respond? If you see that happy, mid-level wag, go ahead and shower your pup with love and attention. They're feeling good, and they want to share that joy with you. But if you notice any signs of stress, anxiety, or fear, take a step back and try to identify what's causing it. Remove your bulldog from any situation that might be causing them discomfort. Speak to them in a calm, soothing voice, and offer reassurance. Sometimes, just being there for them is enough to help them feel safe again. And if you notice aggressive tail wagging, it's important to give your dog space. Don't try to force interaction, instead, let them come to you when they're ready. Tail wagging isn't the only way your bulldog communicates with you. Their entire body is a tool for expression. For example, their ears, eyes, and overall posture can tell you a lot about what they're feeling. If their ears are pinned back, they might be scared or anxious. If they're standing tall with their chest out, they could be feeling confident or even a little too bold. And let's not forget those expressive eyes. If your bulldog's eyes are wide and their pupils are dilated, they could be feeling stressed or threatened. On the flip side, soft, relaxed eyes usually mean your dog is comfortable and happy. By paying attention to these additional cues, you can get a fuller picture of what's going on in your bulldog's mind. Communication is a two-way street, and that's why it's so important to work on training and building a strong bond with your bulldog. The better you understand each other, the easier it will be to interpret their tail wags and other body language. Start with basic commands like sit, stay, and come. These not only teach your bulldog good manners but also help establish you as the leader, which can reduce anxiety and stress. Positive reinforcement is key. Whenever your bulldog shows calm and relaxed behavior, reward them with treats, praise, or playtime. This reinforces those positive emotions and helps your dog feel more secure in their environment. Over time, you'll start to notice that their tail wagging becomes more consistent with true happiness because they're more at ease. Sometimes, despite our best efforts, we can't always figure out what's going on with our dogs. If your bulldog's tail wagging is accompanied by other concerning behaviors like excessive barking, aggression, or even physical symptoms like limping or loss of appetite, it might be time to seek professional help. A visit to the vet or a consultation with a dog behaviorist can provide valuable insights. Remember, as much as we love our bulldogs, they're still animals with their own instincts and needs. A professional can help you better understand those needs and offer solutions that you might not have considered. Don't hesitate to reach out if something doesn't seem right. After all, keeping your bulldog happy and healthy is the top priority. So there you have it. Tail wagging is a complex form of communication that goes way beyond just happiness. By paying attention to the speed, direction, and context of those wags, you can get a much clearer idea of what your bulldog is trying to tell you. Whether it's excitement, anxiety, or something in between, understanding these signals can help you respond in the best way possible.